plant community. Thanks for tuning into this channel. My name is Pam and welcome everyone to today's Plant Lounge, where I give you guys the opportunity to showcase some of your beautiful plants. I'm super excited because we are in year 2024 and this is the first episode of the Plant Lounge. So you want to know how can you too join? I'm going to tell you. First, you want to send me a message on Instagram, DM me, provide me with between 3 to 5 of your best photos of your beautiful plant babies, any ones that bring you joy. If you want to share a story, let me know your name, where you're from, so that we can know where you're growing your beautiful plant babies, and I will be more than happy to display your beautiful plants on the lounge, and we can have an in-depth conversation with not just you and I, but the whole beautiful plant community. So let's go, you guys. Like I said, I'm super excited. I'm only excited because, one, this is the very first episode, as I just mentioned. So if you have not yet, you guys, subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. But also, I'm also excited because this is an actual returning couple that was on last year's series of the Plant Lounge, and this is actually Kathy and Peter from Wisconsin, ready to show their most beautiful plants or their favorite plants right now, speaking in their collection. So I'm super excited, and let's just jump right into it. Bringing it up right now so that I can take a look at it with you. Now, this first picture, you guys, I'm actually going to show you is this beautiful Pothos Enjoy, and this plant was selected for Peter and Kathy because this plant has special meaning to them because their daughter name is Naomi Joy, and I just thought that was so sentimental and cute, and I can understand why this would hold sentimental value to them. But outside of the fact that it is a remembrance of their beautiful daughter, it's also a beautiful plant. So let's take a look. Look at that, you guys. It's so beautiful, so full and so lush, and the way that it's dangling and hanging down. This is one of those classic plants, you guys, that will not disappoint anybody that's collecting plants. So if you don't have one of these, I strongly and highly recommend you getting one. If you love those splashes of colors in your collection, but it's also easy care, this is the plant to go for. Now, the next one, you guys, is quite unique. This is actually called the Alocasia branchifolia, or serpent's tail. It's a new one to them, and I guess a new one to me too, because it's very different. It's so weird. It's like the shape, and I had made a mention of this to Kathy too. It reminds me a little bit of the Alocasia Jacqueline, but it doesn't have the deep veination and that structure that the Jacqueline is known for carrying. This is more or less like a actual all green variety with the beautiful look, like still the speckling or the zebra print on the stems. If you can share with us, Kathy or Peter, can you let me know, does the feel or texture of this plant as well is similar to an Alocasia Jacqueline? Like, is it fuzzy or anything? Curiosity, would love to know. Please leave a comment. The next one is actually a Hoya, you guys, and you know me, I'm a Hoya head, so I appreciate anybody showcasing any kind of Hoya at any particular time. But this is the Hoya Bella, outer variegated. And they say that it's actually a fast grower. You know, this is a plant that I've been eyeing and I've been wanting to actually add to my collection because I really am getting into those small, pretty, whimsical, mystical leaves. And I believe this Hoya Bella, whether it's the all green kind, the outer variegated kind, or even the inner variegated kind, I wouldn't mind adding at least one of those to my collection. But look at this. It's such a stunningly beautiful plant, and I really love it just hanging. Man, I can't wait for y'all to actually get it all the way full. Man, this is going to be a masterpiece. But I'm loving what y'all actually have going. I'm curious as well if you could share with the plant community, how long have you had this plant in your collection? And when you got it, was it this size or was it smaller? Like, how fast is it actually growing? I would love to know, and I'm quite sure the plant community would love to know as well. The next photo is actually two of a favorite of, I think, everyone that's into collecting plants. This first one, you guys, will actually be one of my probably top wish list plants that I do have, but I want to be like Kathy and Peter one day maybe with my little baby specimen, but this is the Philodendron Ring of Fire. Beautifully growing here. Look at the color, you guys. The color on here is absolutely stunning. The marbling on here is outstanding. It's absolutely amazing. And the stems, man. You know, one of the things that I really love about this particular plant is, which, you know, I have the jungle boogie, but I love the jagged edge of the leaves. You know, I'm into the different shape, size leaves, texture, and all of that, but that's the first love that I have for this plant. The second love that I actually have for this plant is just the beautiful variegation in it. It's subtle. It's like a light green, and you have pink hues in here. You have some yellowish, some yellowish creamy tinge to it, and it's just a beautiful plant altogether. I have one sitting over here, and it's like in a 4-inch pot. You know, this is one of my plants, you guys, that I'm working on trying to build up or establish to be a little bit more lusher or fuller this year. That's one of my goals. So I'm super excited to see that people are able to have big leaves and things like that for this plant. So outstanding job there. And then the last one is the beautiful Ficus shiveriana. Now the shiveriana, along with the the Philodendron Ring of Fire, Kathy and Peter selected both of those plants because of the beautiful colors, and who can deny that they are beautiful? Look at the shiveriana really quickly, you guys. The cool thing about shiverianas, what I'm noticing is the variegation is very different depending on where you get it. I also do have that in my collection, and one thing I can say, one leaf is different from another as far as pattern. And take a look at Kathy's and Peter plant right here, you guys. You'll see where it looks like it's like really one of the leaves is like almost like a creamy white, and then you have one that's another like a creamy light lime with speckling, and then you have some other patterns that's unique in each and every leaf. And that's kind of the thing that drew me to this plant, you guys, honestly, because of the uniqueness, the way that it's growing. And every plant that I've seen of this in someone's collection is always different from mine, and vice versa. So it's good to know how versatile that this plant is. I do know that for me, and please comment and share with us as well, do you find the care, if you have other rubber trees in your collection, other ficuses in your collection, is it me, or does it seem that the shiveriana requires a little bit more water than your traditional all green variety one, let's say the ruby variety, Teneke, or whatever the case is? I'm finding that I'm watering the shiveriana a little bit more than the rest of my ficus, and I have them all in here in the sunroom, so they're pretty much getting the same condition. But I'm interested to know. Y'all comment below and let us know if that seems to be the case. And if anybody knows, if you have these other plants in your collection, let me know how they're doing for you. But yeah, out of the 5 that Kathy and Peter did decide to share with me, I'm curious, let me know and let us all know which one would actually be your favorite from their top picks. Be honest with you guys, for me, if I had to choose a rank, let me look at them all real quick. Oh man, if I took the sentimental aspect of it, because honestly my heart is going for that Pothos Enjoy, honestly, because of just the story behind it. I love stories behind plants. It gives it more meaning, I think, in my personal opinion. But if I took the emotional attachments out and I had to rank them for me, let's see, I would actually go for, I would do that alocasia, because that is something stunning, and hopefully that plant will actually go across the country and the globe so that other people can collect it. I've never seen it plant quite like that. Number 2, I would actually do my Hoya Bella, and then I would do the Pothos Enjoy, half at the great and half at the lower end for me. Lower end as far as like what we would consider like a common plant, but this plant is stunningly beautiful, hands down. Then if I had to pick, this is where it gets tricky for me, guys, picking between the Ring of Fire and the shiveriana. Jeez. It's hard for me to make a decision. I would actually go with the shiveriana and then make the Ring of Fire my last. Can you believe that, considering the Ring of Fire was like my top tier, one of my top tier go-to plants? But I'm looking at the variegation is really speaking to me, and I'm just going with that order. But they're all beautiful, you know. I have 3 out of 5 in my collection. I really don't need any more plants, guys. Honestly, I just don't. But y'all share, let me know which plants are your favorite plants here at the Plant Lounge. And don't forget, you guys, if you want to join the Plant Lounge, don't forget the steps and the rules that I mentioned earlier on in here. And let's give a round of applause to Kathy and Peter from Wisconsin. Thank you again for being on this series a second go around and sharing us another different set of plants that we all love. The beauty, the color, the shapes, the sizes. And just thank you for being my first guest here. So yeah, which one will be next? It's up to you guys. If y'all interested into this and y'all like seeing it continue, I can't do it alone. I need you guys to send me those photos, those names, where you're living at in this country, around the world. Let's just share it and grow this plant community. You guys, don't forget, subscribe. This pretty much ends this segment of the Plant Lounge. I'm super excited as always. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for giving me support. Keep in mind, if you love foliage as much as I do and you love listening to planty things, subscribe. I can't say it enough. Like, share, comment. Push those thumbs up. Push them up, push them up, push them up. That helps my channel, helps me get out there, helps me share what we got going on here at not only the Plant Lounge, but just the Full of Foliage all together. And I just can't wait to see new faces and interact with you guys. So until then, I'll see y'all later. Have a good one. Bye.